I'd like to ask you, Charles Gaudet, what is the biggest risk?
Um, well, we mentioned risks earlier of between the marketing risks and the operational risks, the sales risks, and all that other stuff. But right now, there's the risk of the unknown. And when I say that, every single business is being disrupted by AI already as it sits right now. The thing is if you look back at 2025 and you ask most people, have you been disrupted by AI? Most people will say no. But you'll ask them, okay, what have you found about your business? And they might say, well, leads have been harder, sales have been harder, business just feels harder. And when you ask them why, they'll say things like, make a political, maybe it's Trump, maybe it's the economy, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. But this is the thing that they don't realize. They actually have been disrupted by AI. You see, 60% of all their organic traffic has disappeared between January of 2025 and December of 2025. That traffic disappeared because of AI. If you go to Google and you type in any of the buying search terms, you'll notice AI overviews start to respond with different answers and so forth. And they're not just giving the website. If you go to Perplexity and you type in a Perplexity, they give you answers. They don't just give you the website. If you go to Atlas, if for those of you who are using it, or ChatGPT, they'll give you answers. They don't give you the website. And so the result of that is we are being disrupted by AI as it stands right now. Do we think that trend is going to continue? Well, yes. It's going to continue. And there's disrupting technologies that, unlike the web, when the internet came around and it was like, if you're not on the internet, then you don't exist. That took years before it got to that conclusion where if you weren't on the internet, that didn't exist. But now what's happening is Google didn't ask your permission to change the algorithm. They just did it. And that started to reduce the search. There's a new browser that's coming out that Google will be launching any minute now that's already on beta called Disco. Nobody really knows what's the impact that Disco is going to have on organic search behavior. I have a client, 8-figure client, and I was able to take him into the future and show him some of the future browsing activities that are going on and when this goes live, the impact. And so we typed in a buying keyword, and what ended up happening to him is AI literally said, here's the reviews of everything that's going on. The thing is you can also do it yourself. Would you like me to create a system and the emails and this and that to do it yourself? And he was like, wait a minute, what's happening right now? And I'm like, this is why I'm showing you this, because we can prepare if we know in advance. Another situation, somebody turned around, he has a product, and I go, let me take you in the future. Let's take a look what's going to happen. He put it into the product, and it said, here's the reviews, and here's my concerns. Would you like me to show 3 other products based on everything that I know about you that might be better suited? And he goes, what is happening right now? I didn't think my competition would be AI. I thought it was going to be the other products in the category. This is why we're taking you into the future. So we don't know how the extent of the disruption that we're going to be faced with, but we do know we're already being disrupted and we will continue to be disrupted. So there are still some core fundamental things that people can put into place and into action to minimize that disruption, have a strong, unique advantage, continue to put out great high value content that people will consume to build that loyal fan base, build your following, build your community, build that brand awareness, and that will help to mitigate, build partnerships. Partnerships are a wonderful way. That helps to mitigate the impact of AI, but everybody's going to be disrupted. The beautiful thing is that what you will see by the end of this year, the people who are the most strategic are going to have an outsized advantage over everybody else. And you will begin to see a K-shaped bit of the economy. The most strategic people are going to go ahead and they're going to get a massive advantage. and those less strategic are going to fall by the wayside. Because AI is going to, they're fighting for survival. AI is going to continue to guide you towards the best competitor, the best company, the best service, the best product, and it's going to continue to align itself with the best, so you can't afford to be mediocre anymore. You have to be strategic.